$130 million anonymous donation to the military helps service members get a paycheck despite the ongoing shutdown. The Fed meets Wednesday. Will they cut rates? 5 of the Magnificent 7 are reporting this week amid a market of volatility. Gold goes down, Bitcoin goes up. What's really happening? And here's Cynthia Lummis' plan to cut the national debt in half.
Send it.
All right, so government shutdown nears 30 days. And an anonymous billionaire donates $130 million to the armed forces so they could be paid.
I think that's so cool.
That is
It's very cool.
incredible. But his identity was revealed initially.
Yeah.
He made this anonymous donation. Ends up, the guy's name is Timothy Mellon. But
Who is he? Is he from Mellon Bank? Is it Mellon Bank?
I don't know.
Or-
Should we do a little
who
like
this guy is.
recon on this guy real quick?
But I also read that too, that that the service members like salaries are like $6.3 billion
Every 2 weeks, right?
every 2 weeks.
Every pay cycle.
Which is
So
insane.
this is like a
That
drop
is
in the
insane
bucket.
when you think about it.
When you think $130 million, I read that it would give every service member $100.
And he is the
There he is, right there.
The banking family dynasty, the Mellon banking
Okay,
family
you're right,
dynasty.
Mellon
So
Bank.
he
Okay.
is.
Jay.
So pretty neat though. Pretty neat
Yeah.
though that this dude just steps up and says like, hey, even though it's like $1 per service member when it all skins out, like here's some money
$100
because.
It's
or
still
$100
it's still
because you
$130
guys
million.
can't figure this stuff out.
Still
Yeah.
$130 million.
And it was anonymous, but I think
A lot of coin.
they tracked him down or something like that. They figured it out.
Okay, well, also this week, the Fed meets and they will let us know whether they're going to cut rates or not. Polymarket has them cutting 25 basis points, and it has it at a 98% chance.
So I forgot to tell you guys that I'm supposed to meet with Jerome Powell later today.
You're gonna get the inside
he's,
scoop.
Yeah, he's gonna finalize, whether it's 50 basis points or 25 basis points, and I'm gonna go at him and tell him I think it really needs to be 50 basis points. Just to let you guys know.
Let's do that because I believe the 25 has been priced in. Mortgage rates
Yep.
hit a 3-year
Yep.
low late last week, and I think that it is in anticipation of a 25 basis point cut.
Yep.
But I tell you what, in May 2026, we're gonna see a bigger one. We're gonna see a whole whopping.
Hey, make hay in May,
100 basis
right? That's
points.
where that statement comes from.
May,
Yes.
hey, and may we have our Halloween decor out, and
Yes.
Jason's playing with it.
There's no more there's no candy in it.
Something for you to slap or
Chris.
make noise with.
Yes.
Is this our in-office Halloween trick or treating?
Yes.
Where everybody's gonna trick or treat, go ring the doorbell at
two
everybody's
candy
desk.
bars.
That's cute. It's cute.
I love it.
Yes.
So a lot of
Jokers.
volatility this week because you add in that 5 of the Magnificent 7 are reporting. It represents about $15 trillion worth of reporting.
Nuts.
We
Yes.
could see the markets go crazy. We've already seen gold dip down below 4,000.
I love these times too because these if you're a day trader, you get to just have some fun.
You get to have some fun.
She loves it.
Dude, this guy does love doing that.
It's
You
fun.
definitely do.
It's fun. It's fun. You get these big whipsaws. It's like you can
Whip up, whip
buy
down.
down here, whoop, right back up, short it. Woo.
Because markets are
Make
really
double.
reactive. Very reactive.
Yes, very emotional traders.
You said that emotional.
Yep.
Yes.
Right? It is funny, and it just goes to show you like how much it doesn't exist. it's just emotion, right?
It does exist.
Sentiment.
You can make money off people's emotions, which is sad, but it's fun.
And then we've seen Bitcoin rise back up above 115. I
Gold
think
went below
it's-
4,000.
Where is it sitting at the moment? Around
Yes.
there.
It's all this China stuff.
Well, we had $19 billion of liquidations, right? Of shorts and all the other things that ended up happening. Calls, like that was actually one of the big things I heard is a lot of people are now borrowing against their cryptos. And there was some of the like calls that happened because it just, with that
Got
tariff,
liquidated.
yep, with the tariff, saying that they were going to 100% increase China's tariffs, the markets freaked out.
Yeah, I saw a really funny video of a guy that did something where he's like, 100% tariffs. No, I'm just kidding. 100% tariffs. and this trader is going like, put all my money in, and then it says we're just kidding, or 100% tariffs, and he loses all his money, and then it's back and forth. It's really funny. I guess I wish I would have.
It doesn't
Found
make
it,
you
but it's
think
funny.
though, like the normal person, do they like FUD or scare people out by these crazy volatility?
Well,
right? Or
obviously
these
they do.
black
That's-
swan
we
events.
see that
Are they
we see the
doing it on
markets
purpose?
when the markets swing that fast, and yeah, people panic and sell, or a lot of times they're just leveraged. They're trading on margin, and they get caught with their pants down and lose everything.
I think that if you're looking to buy a home, now is the time.
Yes.
Rates are favorable for you. You can still capitalize on the reality that there aren't as many buyers out there buying. You can
100%.
still get a good deal.
And I think you can date the rate this time, right?
I think you can date the
we're
rate.
pretty close to being able to date the rate, right?
close to
I would
Marry the
say you
house.
could date the rate right now.
Yes, I think maybe 3 years ago that wasn't the good time to say.
Yeah,
but
you are in the courting
but I think
period
we
right
are
now.
going to get a new Fed Gov in May of next year that's close enough to where you can date the rate right now.
Agreed.
And I think we're going to see some lower rates here in 2026.
Yep.
Even if not, they're at 3-year lows. So what are you waiting for if you're looking to buy a home?
Well, and because of that, just to put an exclamation point on what you said, there's still opportunity out there to negotiate the price, right? Because there's not as many
Yes.
buyers in the market. So you can go out there, get a really, really nice property in many cases and not have to pay crazy through that rate. And like Jay's talking about, there's a solid chance this time next year, you're going to be able to get a even lower rate. Well, heck, probably May, June, July, you'll be seeing a really good rate.
And if you're a seller, just hold on just a little bit longer.
Hold on for one more day.
I don't know. I don't know. I think sometimes a seller could also, if it's a good property.
Well, if a seller's a buyer, then it's
yeah,
good.
exactly. If you are a sell buy, I think now is actually a pretty good time. I really do. Because I think that you're going to maximize both ends. I think you can get a pretty solid price for your house, and I think you could really take advantage on the buy side.
But you just said that you're going to get a really good deal on a house. You can't get a solid price in the house. You can get a good deal.
I think you get to play both sides a little bit. I really do.
Yeah. If you're a sell buy, for sure. What we talk about here is a flight to hard assets: gold, real estate, Bitcoin. Listen to this.
Central banking is an institutionalized system of time theft, because ultimately the fruits of your labor are a product of your time or energy, right? Time and energy used synonymously here. We printed $6 trillion in 2020, right, in the US. The average annual US salary is $60,000 roughly. That's 100 million years stolen, right, through the counterfeiting of currency. If each human works from the age of 20 to 70, so that's about 50 productive years per human, the counterfeiting of $6 trillion USD equals the stealing of 2 million human lives worth of productive labor, right? This is to try to make it real, like it's a real massive problem. And then of course the plausible deniability that's built into inflation, right? It's Putin's fault. It's Beyonce's fault. It's the supply chains. It's everything but the central bank. So again, we're back to that romantic lie, the deception and the stealing going hand in hand. I think this is hopefully what we can deliver as Bitcoiners, is pulling back the veil on this bullshit.
Wow, how brilliantly put is that?
That one hit me like a ton of bricks when you put it in that way. That metaphor was powerful.
Wow. But there's 330 million Americans, so only 2 million
2
Americans
million,
get
no
stolen
big deal.
their whole lives.
No big deal.
All of their energy.
But if you're one of the 2 million, right?
Well, it's spread
out.
it's spread across all of them. So, but
Well,
yeah, I mean, it's definitely.
But
ridiculous.
quantify that. How many cities have we been to that seem like they're big cities and the population is not even 1 million people?
But here's the thing: if people really woke up, if the majority of people in the U.S. woke up to this, what this guy's talking about, I mean, it would be there'd be people lining up for Costco to get gold, right?
Yeah.
To trade in all their money for gold, any kind of cash that they have in the bank.
It would have caused devastation
or
in
any,
another way.
yeah. I mean, the poor individuals that think save money in my bank account and they have maxed out bank
Or
accounts.
cash in the mattress.
Cash in the mattress.
Cash in the safe.
It's just melting away. It's being stolen from them right underneath there. And they don't know.
So here's some hope, though. Cynthia Lummis just recently released this video. Let's check it out.
Were to acquire 5% of the world's Bitcoin, roughly 1 million, and hold them for 20 years, you could cut the national debt in half. And so I view a Bitcoin strategic reserve as a means to address the national debt. And because our bill would allow the U.S. to acquire Bitcoin for that purpose without using new borrowed money to do it, it's just taking existing assets that we have that are undervalued and applying them to Bitcoin, which is over a 20-year period going to increase in value. So what we would do is take these gold certificates, convert them from what they're being held at on the U.S. books at their 1974 value, and converting them to current value of gold, and then acquiring the Bitcoin, we would be in a position to fund a U.S. strategic reserve.
The flight to hard assets, and she is showing a path where the U.S. government could potentially cut the deficit in half within 20 years. Pretty powerful.
Yeah.
It is. But Jay, I know you got some additional thoughts on that.
He always does.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think that they definitely should do that. Will they do it? I don't know. I mean, the government, they just bought what, $2 billion, $20 billion worth of Argentina pesos, instead, and they didn't have to, they could just print the money for that.
Right.
So I don't know what's going on under the surface. There's a lot of a lot of different thoughts that people have, and I think that people should wake up. They need to wake up.
Well, what I find particularly funny that she says there, and even though, I'm a Miss Lummis fan, and I think that, part of what's going on in the new administration is they are truly seeing the problem that we have. But I think it's rather peculiar when we're talking about just revaluing assets, creating more money that is already there, right? And to take it and put it into a hard asset, which I love, but it solves a problem for America, which does roll downhill eventually. That's the part that I think that sometimes gets lost. I don't necessarily get lost. I get perplexed by it because you're talking about solving the problem for the country as a whole, but how does it really solve for the individual? How it does solve for the individual is pay attention to this stuff and actually take an action and realizing that inflation isn't just, it cost a little bit more because of times have gone up and whatever else. They are literally making your dollar worth less because they're putting more their money into the system. Therefore, right, the goods and products don't change. The amount of money that's in circulation is what's changing, therefore stealing your money.
And she's also talking about gold certificates. I mean, what is a gold certificate? They got a gold certificate in Fort Knox there. It's like, oh yeah, I have a gold certificate where, it's good for some gold. Like, where is the gold? I mean, a lot of it is being stored in London. I've heard that the U.S. is starting to move it over into America. And
back to Fort Knox.
Yeah. And so, when she says let's revalue the gold certificates, like, I don't know. I mean,
you know what that reminds me of? Do you guys remember that scene from Dumb and Dumber when
yeah.
he opens up his suitcase? He's like,
IOUs.
that's as good as cash. Yep, this one. Oh, this one for a Lamborghini. Yep, that one's good. You want to hang on to that one? That's totally what this reminds me of.
A lot going on in the markets this week. It is absolutely going to impact real estate. What do you think? Drop it in the comments, and thanks for tuning in.